To start replacing the hood release cable, I'm going to start up here by the hood latch and remove the 3 10mm bolts that hold on the latch. We have to take the latch out so we can access the bottom of it where the cable actually goes in, so we can unhook the cable from it. Try not to drop these bolts down there. Pull the latch up, and if you flip it over, you'll see that the cable comes through right here, and we'll have to disconnect that. Right here, you'll see 2 little tabs that lock in the cable. I'm going to squeeze them in with pliers, and that'll allow you to push the actual cable through the latch. Okay, that's through, slide it down, and then you can just take the cable and basically loop it around this hook here, and that'll unattach it from the latch itself, just like that. At this point, we have to wrap something around the end of this. I have some string, some twine here that I'm going to wrap around it so that as I pull it down and through, I have this that goes with it. Then I can hook this on the new cable and pull it back out through the same path. Otherwise, it'll be, well, pretty difficult for you to get it back the same way. So I'm just going to wrap this around here a few times, and I'm actually just going to electrical tape over it. That way it actually stays into place. Doesn't have to look good, just has to hold. There we go. It's pretty strong right there. Here's the hood latch release lever on the inside. To access the bolts that hold it on a lot easier, you'll have to remove this knee panel here. 2 7mm screws hold this on. 2. Pull this down. Now you can pull this out. On the side here, you'll have another panel. Pop this off, and it looks like there are 2 more 7mm screws that hold this bottom panel on. Okay, now you can take this off. Look at that. 2 10mm bolts hold the hood latch release lever in place. Remove both of those. There you go. And at this point, it's all about pulling this through. The cable's coming, so that's a good sign. Gasket, not so much. It's all right. The cable all the way here. So I'm pretty sure I got all the cable through, and the end of it is basically bottomed out up against this gasket. So this is what's stopping this. Now, there we go. You gotta pull pretty hard on that. Okay. If it doesn't come through, it's most likely because it's getting hung up on something. So just feel for it under the, or in the engine bay there, and make sure that it's not hung up on anything. So at this point, we can undo the electrical tape concoction here, get the new cable in. And there's your cable. You can throw this away. Let's get the new one in. I'm going to do the same to the new one. Wrap the twine around it, except this time I'm going to wrap it just around the cable. Hopefully it holds, but I don't want to wrap it around the base of it here because I don't want to accidentally break this by pulling it through. I'm going to start my electrical tape here. Okay, now I'm going to go outside where the other end of the string is and just pull it through. Hopefully it wants to follow the path. Help it along a little bit. There we go. All right, so now we have to push this gasket in here. And in order to ease that procedure, I'm going to put a little bit of silicone paste on the tip of it here. Now I can push it in. I should hear it and feel it pop into place. It literally just did, so that's perfect. The silicone did its job. The reason I use silicone paste is because it's friendly with rubber. It doesn't swell it up or damage it over time. Get the new lever. Has 2 little tabs here that have to line up with 2 notches. Once they line up, thread in the 2 mounting bolts. Make sure they're nice and snug. Put this back. 2 screws on the side here. Now we can get this piece back on. Get this back in if it fell out for you. And a few screws down here. Now that it's out here, we can remove the electrical tape, remove the string or the twine, whatever you used, and reconnect it to the hood latch. Slide the cable in here, just like that. take the rest of the cable and clip it through the hole over here. Perfect. Put it back down and line it up. And let's bolt it in. Try to line up the witness marks as much as possible. And what that means is, well, try to line up the latch to how it was before so that the hood can shut properly. Looks like you can actually reach from underneath on the other side. This right here is approximately where it was before, so I'm going to go ahead and snug it up. Once you snug up one bolt, it'll stay in place. Okay, tighten that up. All right, and now give it a test, and there you go.